As business owners and franchisees, we are constantly asking our team members to produce better results. And it usually goes like this. Hey, I noticed your labor cost is over by 2%. We really need to get it down at least 1% in the next 30 days. Okay? And that's it. That's the guidance and the request that we provide our team members, when we see that there is an issue in one of our KPIs or key performance indicators. And that is not enough. You'll be surprised how many managers, assistant managers, even district managers are not quite clear as to how to make that happen simply because they have not received the tactical and practical training on how to do that. And so this is one of the key elements that we train in all of our programs for unit managers, district managers, and franchisees. And I'm going to tell you that the number one way to increase your profitability in your franchise business is to provide your team members with a troubleshooting guide. If you provide a troubleshooting guide to your managers and your leaders so that they know exactly what to look for, they know exactly what are the actions that they need to do to be able to change the number that will change your business profitability, they are more likely to be able to achieve the goals that you want and deserve. And this is something that I have not met yet one franchisee that has not been our client that has a troubleshooting guide. I will tell you that, for example, here is an example of our troubleshooting guide for one of our positions. It is a 2-page document that then gives the men and women that are leading your units, that are responsible for your profitability, the exact steps that they need to take to be able to achieve the goals that you want them to take. So instead of saying to them, hey, I see that your labor cost is 2% over where it needs to be. Please reduce it by 1% in 30 days. What you're going to say instead is, hey, Joe, I see that your unit is 2% over your labor cost target. And it appears to be that the issue is that your employees are not clocking in and clocking out based on the schedule that you so hard work for to be able to achieve your goals. So take a closer look at clock ins and clock outs so that way you can take advantage of the amazing schedule you created, but actually have it come true. Now, this manager has a very clear guidance as to what they need to do to be able to achieve the goal. And this way, you are much, much likely to be able to achieve it in your unit. And like that, there are lots and lots and lots of things that your managers can do to be able to do that. And if you have not provided a very clear guidance, because having a troubleshooting guide with a list is not enough, right? Obviously, this needs to be created for every single key performance indicator, not just your metrics that has to do directly with financial numbers like sales, labor, cost of goods, etc. It really it should cover all the KPIs that can affect your business, including, for example, turnover, including customer service. Like literally every KPI in your business should have a list of troubleshooting actions that the manager and the assistant managers and the team can do to be able to achieve their goals. Now, that is the first step, obviously, on being able to do that, because the next step is to actually know how to execute those, right? Now, obviously, the example that I gave you of the clock ins and clock outs is a pretty simple one, but there should be a lot of others, or should I say there are a lot of other critical drivers that do change the KPI that requires training. And so now you have to create that troubleshooting guide, and then you need to create the training behind that item that will actually change the business, that critical driver, right? And so now you need to create that training so that the people that you are asking to manage your business, your $600,000 million, $1.5 million franchise unit, to create the profitability that you want and deserve from your investment. Now you're giving them the training on how to do it. And so you give them the list of what they can do, then the training on how to do it. And then, of course, the end is up to them to actually make it happen. But if the issue is that they're not doing it, well, that's a different situation, and then the direct supervisor should address. But the number one way to get started in being able to achieve your franchise profitability is creating that troubleshooting guide. And it should be for your assistant managers, for your district managers. Everyone in your organization that runs operations should be clear in this, because every KPI has a finite number of things that you can do to be able to achieve the goal that you expect. And it is really that clear. The thing is that it might be for you, Mr. Franchisee or Ms. Franchisee, it might be here and here, but not in paper. And so here is where the work has to come. If you do that and you do it and then you follow with the training and then with the follow-up, you will be able to achieve your goals. And this is the key, one of the key tenets that we teach in the American Franchise Academy. So I would like to invite you that if you would like to create this troubleshooting guide, or maybe take advantage of one that we have already pretty much done on your behalf, that you explore our programs for unit manager training, district manager training, and for multi-unit franchise ownership at the American Franchise Academy, so that we can then help you not only with the troubleshooting guide, but with the many dozens and dozens and dozens of tools and processes and procedures that we provide, so that you can achieve your dream of business ownership through franchising and keep it and thrive for the long term. So with that being said, thank you for being with me today, and we'll see you in the next one.